Have you ever found yourself endlessly comparing your life to others on social media, only to feel like you're never enough? In today's video, we are going to go over the reasons as to why social comparison never leads to fulfillment and how you can break free from this cycle. The idea of social comparison is kind of a trap. Social comparison often leads to negative emotions such as jealousy or even sometimes inadequacy. I want you to think about the last time you were scrolling on social media and you saw someone's vacation photos while you were stuck at your 9 to 5. How did that make you feel? Maybe perhaps not quite jealous, maybe perhaps not quite inadequate, but potentially a little bit of envy in relation to why it is that they're on a vacation and you are stuck at your job. And as I'm sure you may know, social media only highlights the highlight of an individual's life. So there's this sense of a highlight reel that we continuously see day in and day out on the social media platforms. And we are only being exposed to the highlight of someone's life and not really the full picture. I'm sure you have that influencer in mind that you follow. You see all of the glamorous and wonderful things that they are doing, but you may not see the stressful nights, the headaches, the tears, and all of the things, because again, social media can be a highlight reel. You have a few influencers, don't get me wrong, that will share some of the behind the scenes and will at times become more vulnerable or transparent with their community or their followers. However, 9 times out of 10, majority of influencers on social media are just sharing their highlight reel. In addition, the idea of social comparison can also have an impact on your mental health. It's really interesting because there are a lot of parents who do not allow their children to have social media pages just because of how much influence there is on social media and how much it can truly impact their mental health as a child. And just imagine what it does to us as adults. Social media also has a very large impact on an individual's mental health. When you're scrolling, you're continuously comparing yourself to others throughout. That then at times can turn into individuals feeling a sense of depression or a sense of anxiety because you are seeing these people in these spaces where you are not quite there yet, and it may be somewhere where you want to be. And let's not even get on the topic of low self-esteem that can also happen. You see everyone that is so picture perfect on social media, where if it is that you don't feel like you are picture perfect, then there can be times where people will go to extremes in order to try to appear like those that they see on social media. And studies have shown that the more time you spend on social media, the more time you will begin to experience some of those negative emotions. So if you do feel like being on social media is starting to bring up some negative emotions for you, I highly encourage you to take a break, because a break is okay, especially if you feel like you're doing too much of that comparison and it's really taking a toll on your mental health, because remember, it is not worth it. So if you have been finding any value in what I've said so far, please be sure to like and subscribe so that you can be in the know for future videos on self-development. So as people always say, stay in your lane. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own journey and your own personal growth. As we've been talking about throughout, social media can be a highlight reel, and we don't often get a chance to see the person's journey. So if you just take it one step at a time, you focus on your own journey and what that looks like for you, then this can help you to begin feeling more fulfilled in your life. In addition, I also challenge you to set goals for yourself and also celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Everything is worth celebrating, and it will help you as you go along in your journey to becoming your best self. I can even share, there was a time where I began to compare my journey of an entrepreneur to others' journeys as entrepreneurs on social media. And what I found was I started to think that what I was doing was never enough because it appeared that the individual or the individuals that I was comparing myself to were always one step further or always doing something that I could never be able to do. And I should not say never, but that was the negative feelings and the negative thoughts that were going on in my mind. So I think it was so important for me to realize that we are all in different phases and places in our lives and in our journeys. So it is so critical to really hone in on what is for me and the idea of knowing that when it is my time, it will be my time. And when it is their time, it will be their time. And maybe just right now, for certain things that I was hoping for or hoping to achieve as it relates to my journey, it just may not be the time for it. And that is also okay. Being grateful for what you have can also really help to reframe your mind and more than likely reduce your likelihood of comparing yourself to others. It is so helpful when you are able to really reflect on what it is that you accomplish, even if it is something so simple as, what are 3 things that I am grateful for today? Right? What are those 3 things? And that can really help to retrain your mind to just have a sense of gratitude, have a sense of happiness for even the small things, as little as I am so grateful to be able to have a pair of shoes to protect my feet. It can be super simple. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. But again, it's really important that you are in the habit of practicing gratitude so that you are less likely to compare yourself to others. In addition, one practice that I use is saying what I am grateful for or even journaling. That has been very helpful for me to reframe, especially when I'm having some more negative thought or really not feeling like I'm in a space as it relates to where I have perhaps thought I should be by now. So with me being able to journal and with me being able to express gratitude, it truly does help for me to have a fuller heart and for me to know that I am right where I need to be in the right time. So let's put this into action, and I want you to comment one thing that you are grateful for today. Remember, your journey is unique and valuable to you. So do not allow another person's highlight reel to get you in a funk. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you out in the next video.